Toyota isn't walking away from the compact pickup segment. That much is clear. But the last few months have been unusually quiet. No updates, no teasers, no nothing. The Stout felt like it had real potential to go head-to-head with the Ford Maverick, and for a while, the excitement was building. Then came delays, and slowly, the hype faded. It didn't help that rumors of a brand new Toyota pickup priced around $20,000 started making the rounds and grabbed everyone's attention. But that's a different project entirely. The Hilux Champ has a small footprint, but it is a bare-bones work truck riding a traditional ladder frame. That's not the same game Ford is playing, and it's not the game Toyota is targeting with the Stout. The compact unibody pickup, the segment the Maverick basically single-handedly brought back to life, runs on a different philosophy: fuel efficiency, daily drivability, urban practicality, a price that doesn't require a second mortgage. Toyota knows that market is worth chasing. So before you write the Stout off completely, here are 4 reasons it might still be worth the wait. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 1. Proven platform. Compact pickups get a lot of skepticism, mostly because of the unibody construction. Critics love pointing that out, as if a welded frame automatically makes something less capable. But these trucks still do things that almost nothing else in their price range can pull off. Think about the old car-based pickups, the Ford Ranchero, the Chevy El Camino. Neither follow the traditional truck formula, yet both found a loyal audience. That segment eventually died off, and for decades nothing stepped in to replace it. Today, small unibody pickups are filling that void, not built on car platforms, but on crossover architecture. It's a reincarnation of the idea, just updated for how people drive and what they actually need nowadays. The Stout won't outhaul a Tacoma or match a Tundra's towing capacity. The focus is on everyday usability, an open bed when you need one, and fuel economy that a body-on-frame rig simply can't touch. Well, that crossover-based architecture brings us straight to Toyota's position here. The RAV4 is one of the best-selling vehicles on the planet, and its platform is almost certainly what's going underneath the Stout. Architecture that's been refined across millions of units, stress-tested in different markets, and proven in real-world conditions is worth its weight. Could there be some engineering challenges adapting a crossover platform to a pickup body? Absolutely. But starting with something solid beats engineering a solution from the ground up, and Toyota already has exactly that sitting in their back pocket. Number 2. Hybrid. Ford Maverick changed the conversation around compact trucks almost overnight. Topping 40 miles per gallon in a pickup was something nobody had taken seriously before. Then suddenly everyone was paying attention. Plenty of buyers out there care more about what they're spending at the pump than what they can haul, and sales numbers made that crystal clear. Matching those efficiency figures isn't easy for every automaker, and Toyota is one of the few capable of doing exactly that. It's a huge part of why the Stout has built up so much anticipation. Hybrid tech isn't some new experiment for them. The company has been building this expertise for over 2 decades. That level of depth comes from millions of vehicles on the road, refined through real use over many years. The Japanese automaker has already brought electrified powertrains into the truck world. The Tacoma got a hybrid option, and so did the Tundra. And neither move came without controversy. Pushback from the traditional was predictable, but the direction was deliberate. Eventually, every other manufacturer will have to walk that same road. But there's a meaningful difference between hybridizing a serious work truck and applying that same logic to a segment where fuel economy is the main draw. Slapping a hybrid system under the hood of a workhorse could be taken as blasphemy. Doing it on a compact efficiency-focused pickup is a completely different story. That's Toyota's strongest ground, and the Stout would be walking straight into it. A small hybrid pickup from the automaker that built its reputation on exactly this kind of powertrain. That's not a gamble. It's the safest bet in the world. Number 3. Reliability. Toyota knows hybrids inside and out, but long-term durability is still the company's strongest card. and it might matter more than anything else on this list. Before the Maverick redrew the map, Tacoma and other now midsizers were called small trucks. And there, Toyota proved that you don't have to choose between utility and efficiency. The reputation for durability and reliability wasn't built overnight. It's been earned across decades and defended model after model. Resale values in both the midsize truck and crossover segments consistently rank the Japanese automaker at or near the top. And that doesn't happen without a solid track record. That peace of mind carries real weight, sometimes more than horsepower figures or payload ratings. Nobody wants to be digging through repair forums 6 months after a purchase. If the Stout inherits even a fraction of the long-term reliability DNA from the rest of the Toyota lineup, it enters this segment with a level of trust that most competitors simply haven't built yet. Number 4. Price. Nobody's building a $20,000 pickup truck for the American market. Not Toyota, not Nissan, not anyone. That number gets thrown around a lot, but the reality on dealer lots tells a different story. Even the Hilux Champ, stripped down and built for bare-bones utility, climbs well past the starting amount once you spec it for actual work. And the question is if Toyota will offer it for 20 grand. So, you can bet that the Stout won't be cheap. Nothing in the truck world is anymore. What it will be, though, is the most affordable truck in Toyota's lineup. Somewhere around $25,000 would make this thing a runaway hit. But would the company do that knowing Ford and Hyundai aren't exactly giving Maverick and Santa Cruz away? So realistically, the Stout will likely land somewhere under $30,000. That would still be a competitive entry in today's market. Here's a bit of context. A decade ago, 30 grand bought a half-ton truck with a full-size bed and a proper V8 option. The market shifted, and it hasn't looked back. Costs went up, and the baseline for anything new with a bed and a tailgate climbed right along with them. $30,000 for a compact, efficient, and reliable pickup from Toyota is a fair deal by 2027 standards. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.